getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Glad to have you guys back in the stream. Here we go. The Final Four is set. And just an incredible tournament with 3 games remaining of the 2023 NCAA tournament. And wow, did not picture these two teams to meet up against each other in the first Final Four matchup, but we got a good one in store, hopefully. The number 9 seed, Cinderella Florida Atlantic Owls, taking the number 5 seed, the San Diego State Aztecs, as this game is played in Houston, Texas Energy Stadium for this matchup, and we will tip off in approximately 7 minutes from now. If you guys are doing the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and this should be a great one here between these two teams tonight. Both of these teams super deep teams this season. Florida Atlantic, they have a 7'1" center on their team with Vladislav Golden. He's coming off a double-double against Kansas State in the last game. And then SDSU, 1-point win for them over Creighton in the Elite 8 to get here, as they had 4 players back in that 2020 team that the tournament got canceled. They have 4 players back in that team that's currently playing tonight in this game, and all 4 players key in their rotation. Both of these teams, 9 players to go deep inside the lineup. What's good, everybody? Lucas, Sister Surround, David, Alex, glad to have you all back in the stream for this one tonight, and should be a great night. I'll be covering both of the games after this one. We got UConn versus Miami, the 4 versus 5 matchup. Just an absolute dream season for FAU, 35-3 record. They playing around like a arena with about like 2,000 fans approximately for capacity. So this is just monster, massive here for them. Going all the way from 2,000 fans to playing in front of like 75,000 plus at Energy Stadium in Houston, plus over 1 million viewers, well over millions and millions of viewers tuning into this game today. And I feel like it's going to be a close one, coming down to the wire. 1 or 2 possessions could be the difference maker in this key today in this matchup. Joanne, welcome back in. Florida Atlantic winning Conference USA. How they got here, they won by 1 point in the first round against Memphis. Squeaked it out against Memphis. And, yeah, Memphis was actually up. They turned over the basketball with 5 seconds left to go in the opening round game. Florida Atlantic came up with a steal at midcourt, and then off the inbound after the timeout, they scored a game-winning layup just before the buzzer went off. And then second round, they got FDU, the 16 seed. Florida Atlantic back-and-forth game against Fairleigh Dickinson, but ended up winning that game 78-70. They knocked off a top 3 defense this season in Tennessee in the Sweet 16, 62-55. That was right after Tennessee beat Duke in the round of 32. And then Kansas State trailing by 8. Remarkable comeback by Florida Atlantic to get there. Their depth just too much against Kansas State down the stretch to win that game 79-76 for Florida Atlantic. San Diego State, for them, they've been able to handle 4 straight teams in a row, sharpshooting, perimeter-oriented type teams. Florida Atlantic, this is an interesting matchup in this game because FAU loves to space out the ball. They got 9 players deep in their roster to do so. They got multiple scoring weapons on this team, so it's not just like one hot hand. So Florida Atlantic's got the better scoring team, whereas San Diego State, they have a top 3 ranked perimeter defense in the nation. So this is an interesting matchup here, where Florida Atlantic, they're 14th in the nation, making over 9 made threes per game. They made either 8 or 9 threes in each of their 4 tournament games so far in the bracket. Where San Diego State, they're limiting opponents to shoot 17% from the perimeter in this entire tournament. Just absolutely phenomenal what the Aztecs defense has done. They locked up Alabama, and they forced Alabama to shoot 3 for 27 from three-point range, and Brandon Miller was 3 for 16 from the floor himself in that game. And man, that's the first time right there that it put me on notice. It put the whole world on notice that SDSU knocked off Alabama. Out of like all the upsets in the bracket, that's the one that I'm stunned the most about. Like honestly, like even more than FDU versus Purdue in that fashion, or Princeton over Arizona. So San Diego State got here. They held off a sharpshooting Charleston team 63-57 in the first round. They beat Furman, another team really good from three, 75-52. They beat Alabama, the game that they proved that they are out to hunt down teams in this bracket, 71-64, in a 1-point victory over Creighton on Sunday last week, 57-56. Rich Raz, welcome in. Yep, they went 30-2 right before the tournament was canceled. So they're out for revenge here. Bradley, welcome back in, man. Hit us up in the chat, by the way. Who you guys got for this one today? Florida Atlantic, San Diego State. Make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We're going to tip off in about 2 minutes from now. Starting lineups just announced for Florida Atlantic. Starting lineups now announced for San Diego State. Matt Bradley, top scorer this season for SDSU. Yet to really get rolling, though, in the tournament. They've gone by committee what they have done throughout the San Diego State squad. Brian Dutcher waited 17 seasons as the assistant coach for this moment. Took over for Steve Fisher back in 2017 for the Aztecs. And here he is. Final four for SDSU. Looking for redemption. Baylor, Kansas, 2021-2022. Both of them projected number 1 seeds in the pandemic tournament before it got canceled in 2020. SDSU, 2020 projected 1 seed or either a 2. Here they are, Final Four, looking for their redemption tonight. Wow, just what a tournament. So we're going to tip off in a couple minutes from now, it looks like. So stay tuned. Tip-off coming very, very shortly. Florida Atlantic, 11 straight victories. San Diego State, 8 straight victories. Yeah, it seems like by the predictions, because I put my predictions video out earlier. I got San Diego State in this one tonight, 62-58 is my prediction. So, yeah, I got a whole lot of faith in that SDSU defense, but Lucas going San Diego State 65-62. Bradley's got 4-point win for San Diego State, 71-67. Yeah, based on I think this is down to like a 1 or a 2 possession game, in my honest opinion, for this matchup. San Diego State 2-point favorite on the line. Over-under set at 130.5. So that's a low scoring under, over-under that they got for this matchup here. So 130.5. Vegas Mountain Man, welcome back in. El Hombre, glad to have you back on the stream again. Actually, that splits it between 65, so it could be lower. So it's not in the 120s, but split between that's at 65. I got Celtics against the Nuggets right now. Yeah, Celtics have had some games that there's just been blips against bad teams, but they just put you on notice constantly. Put America on notice once again, how they pounded the Bucks Thursday night. Felix, welcome in, taking the Aztecs in this one. All right, here we go. About to tip off. If you guys are doing the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Florida Atlantic, left to right on the floor to get the red uniforms for this matchup. White numbers, white letters. San Diego State, right to left on the floor. White jerseys, red numbers, black letters for the Aztecs. As we are underway, and San Diego State controls the opening tip. Lamont Butler brings up the floor, number 5, one of 2 players averaging around 1.5 steals per game this season. Hand off to Darian Trammell at the free throw circle, 14 on the shot clock. Lobs it down low for the Aztecs. First possession off the glass, missed. Great defense there by FAU, as missed by Nathan Mensah. They got 2 players down at the low block that can cause Florida Atlantic problems. FAU's got the size advantage with 7'1" center Vladislav Golden. Quick 3. That is good. Striking first for Florida Atlantic. It's Nick Boyd, number 2. Boyd scored a game-winning layup against Memphis in the first round to get here. Second possession, SDSU. That's the motto of the game for FAU. Get ahead, stay ahead. First 3-point shot made from downtown. They're going to have to win this game ripping threes. Missed shot off the back iron by San Diego State. Rebound controlled Florida Atlantic. 1 minute through the game so far. FAU right corner perimeter. Brian Greenlee. Greenlee moves it off to the free throw circle. Golden passes back outside to Greenlee. 21 total, 22 total turnovers against Kansas State in the Elite Eight, but they still won because they were plus 22 in the glass. That was sick. Unbelievable left-handed hook shot inside the key. Jono Davis launches with a left hand and sinks it through for 2 for FAU. What a start for FAU. 5-zip right out of the gate. 3. That drills through for SDSU. There's Matt Bradley on the board. Top scorer this season, the transfer from Cal. Ethan on the stream. Welcome in, man. 18-20 left to go in the first. Florida Atlantic with the ball at the edge of the midcourt logo. Greenlee. 12 in the shot clock for FAU. Greenlee dribbles up to the right wing, and we get an offensive foul. It's picked up off an illegal screen. Looks like it's charged to Golden, and it will go back to the Aztecs. OG, welcome in. Yeah, I saw highlights of that, so I didn't watch it last night, but, man, Iowa winning yesterday to the national championship, and Caitlin Clark, just incredible. 2 minutes into action, 18 minutes left to go in the first. Bradley receives the pass, top of the key. Bradley moves it out to the right wing over to Trammell. 12 in the shot clock. Bounce pass goes off to Mensah. Mensah backs his way. Low block on Golden. Up fake. Mensah. Tough hook. Missed off the back rim. Battle for the rebound. Hauled down by Kashad Johnson. We get a tie-up. Possession arrow FAU. Ooh, things getting a little chippy here on the floor. Johnson gets stripped of the basketball. It's a late whistle by the refs. He thought that he clearly came up with a rebound. He thought he got fouled. He was between 3 defenders, but Florida Atlantic came up with a tie-up. And then Johnson had the ball ripped away from his hands from the backside. It will go back to Florida Atlantic. So the referees rule tie-up. 5-3 Owls. 17:40 left to play in the first. FAU with possession. Davis hands it off to Elijah Martin. Martin had that sick poster dunk over David Gasson in the Elite Eight of K-State. Lobs it down to the low block. Golden lost it. Got it back. Right place, right time with Martin. Spin move to the key. Davis kick out. It intercepted by San Diego State at the corner. Kashad Johnson, the one who was able to pick it off. Bradley. Outside it goes to Johnson. We can see a lot of nerves so far in this game. 2 total turnovers in the first 3 minutes for FAU. Butler. At the top of the key, 12 in the shot clock. Butler drives, got stripped, lost it, got it back though, out to the wing. Bradley up fake. He's got the lone bucket so far. Bradley takes the 3. Bradley, swoosh. That's good. Matt Bradley all 6 so far. That's exactly what they got to do. Got to get Matt Bradley going on in this game. What a start for him. He's already almost up to his season average. Halfway there. 12.5 points per game he is averaging. He is almost halfway there. 3-point shot straight away. Missed off the back rim by Elijah Martin. Rebound back to the Aztecs. 16.5 left to go. Butler up the floor. Pass on top. Ball goes to the top of the free throw circle, and it's going to be called a turnover. So Nathan Mensah called in a turnover. It will go right back to FAU. Mario, welcome in. Thanks so much for joining in, man. 70 plus watching. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well. Matt Bradley ranking number 1 with just under 2,300 points scored. 2,300 points scored throughout his collegiate career. That's the most out of any player in the Final Four. Brian Greenlee, edge of the midcourt logo for FAU. Greenlee sends it on top over to Davis. Davis guarded by Bradley around the perimeter. Davis, top of the key, settles for a 3 straight away. No good off the back iron, and the rebound controlled by the Aztecs. Lob looking to run the floor. Pass received inside. Got in the foul. Nathan Mensah up and in off the backboard. +1 coming up at the free throw line for the Aztecs. So we hadn't seen them push the basketball yet, but off the rebound, he just did that for the first time in the game, and it pays out in that favor there for Mensah. Great start for San Diego State. They fell behind early. It was 5-zip FAU. 8-0 run for the Aztecs now. Timeout on the floor. First timeout of the game at 8-5 San Diego State. All right, if you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Hit us up in the chat, by the way. Who you guys got for this one today? SDSU, FAU, type it in. Who you guys like in this matchup? Matt Bradley getting going. He's made both 3-point shots so far in the game. 6 points, perfect 2 for 2 from 3-point range by Bradley. And then Mensa with a bucket and one coming up once we get back to action. Lamont Butler with 2 assists so far in the game. Everybody doing a little bit of everything out there on the floor. And Kashad Johnson with 1 steal for San Diego State. Right now, Nick Boyd, the top scorer. He made a 3. John L. Davis got a 2, so that's how they get their 5 points. They started off with a 3 by Boyd. I got UConn for that one today. Either team or so. Yeah, I took San Diego State for my prediction. Either one for what I like, but I just feel like for the redemption part, that's key there for San Diego State, because they've got players that's been potentially like deep run situations before, but just haven't been able to get there because the pandemic cost them that tournament in 2020. They were supposed to be a 1 seed from that tournament. So we've seen it's just a remarkable story of redemption, what we've seen in the past 2 tournaments. Baylor, Kansas, and now San Diego State making it to the Final Four. Man, it just hurts for the Dayton Flyers, man, because Dayton had that remarkable season with Obi Toppin. They were projected to be a 1 seed in that bracket, too. Tomorrow I'll be out, so unfortunately I won't be able to cover the women's national championship tomorrow. Huh. What in the world was that popped up on the screen? They just transformed the whole entire court. They had a Transformers commercial on the screen just moments ago. They transformed a basketball court. That looks so cool. So we get back to action. 1 free throw here at the line for Nathan Mensah. 15:56 left to go in the first. SDSU with 1 free throw. And that's good. Right down the middle by Mensah. 9-zip run by the Aztecs. George, welcome in. Christian on the stream, welcome in. Yeah, there's supposed to be... there was realignment last year with a lot of the smaller teams, and then this year we're going to get into more realignment, especially at like the power conference level starting off. Big 12 adding some new teams in from the American this year. Attacking right to the rim, couldn't finish. Missed it a little bit too strong by Elijah Martin. Aztecs come up with a rebound. Bradley got 6 so far. Bradley at the top. 20 in the shot clock. Dribbles towards his left. Hands it off to Trammell. Mensah outside, it goes to Bradley, left wing. Bradley takes the 3. Bradley zips it through. He's perfect. 3 for 3 bullseye. 12-zip run by the Aztecs. Man, this is just a great start for SDSU. Matt Bradley getting going. And when he is hot, it's tough stopping San Diego State. Florida Atlantic looking for something. They've been forced to take low percentage jumpers just like that. Missed Jay at the free throw circle. Tipped up on the far side of the floor. The Aztecs come up with a defensive rebound. 14:45 left to go. San Diego State with a possession. Matt Bradley. He's been the hot hand so far. He's got 9. Bradley at the elbow. Bradley puts it up. He banks it up and in off the glass for 2 more. 11 points, almost up to his season average. Wow. Matt Bradley doing work in this game for the transfer from Cal. Brent on the stream. Welcome in, man. Florida Atlantic almost in a 4.5-minute scoring drought. They need answers. Turnaround, tough shot. Martin got it. So that will be able to finally put a stop to the 4.5-minute scoring drought that FAU just had. SDSU doubling up 14-7. 11 points by Bradley so far. Lob trying to go backdoor, deflected. Ooh, that almost went into the net right there. It was deflected off the rim and out by an FAU defender. Florida Atlantic up the floor, takes a 3. They got it. 3-point make number 2 in the night. That is Nick Boyd. He's made both of the 3s today in this game. San Diego State's opponents through this bracket shooting just 17% from 3 collectively from 3-point range. They have faced some sharp shooting teams, all of them top 60 in the nation in 3-point shooting percentage throughout the bracket. Able to silence Charleston, able to silence Furman, Alabama held them just 3 for 27 from 3. And then Creighton, all those teams held a 6 3-point makes in that game or less for each game. Something astronomical that they were just crazy. 17% total was the number. It was a missed 3 by the Aztecs, so we'll go right back to FAU with an inbound, 13.5 remaining. Miss Boozehound, welcome back in. Cobra on the stream, welcome in. That's, yep, so true. San Diego State hanging their hat on the defensive end, and that's what's gunning there, them in the bracket here. Corner 3, missed off the mark by Giancarlo Rosado, as we get a tie-up and possession arrow to San Diego State. Hey, there you go for Mario. Great to hear you get some great weather out there. Yeah, it was like downpouring rain today. I was supposed to actually announce in person today, and the game's got postponed to tomorrow. Approaching the 13-minute mark left to go. Adam Seiko, first time on the floor, the brother of Arthur Kaluma, who plays at Creighton. Jumper at the free throw circle, off the back rim, no good. Missed by SDSU. Florida Atlantic with under 13 minutes left. Brandon Weatherspoon off to Michael Forrest. Both of these teams, incredibly deep teams, go with a 9-man rotation down their lineup with the left hand. Scoop score up and in off the backboard. Michael Forrest with a layup. Great response. They were down 14-5 on a 7-zip run right now for FAU. Raven, welcome in. Thanks so much for joining in again. Glad to have you back on the stream. I hope all is going well. Hand off to the top. Darian Trammell. Trammell drives inside the paint. High off the glass. Missed off the mark. Offensive rebound. Put back. It's there. Jaden Ledee up and in. Through for 2 for Ledee at 16-12. What a start to this game so far. Jalen Gaffney hands it off to Forrest around the perimeter. Both of these teams 50% shooting so far from the floor. SDSU 6 of 12. Florida Atlantic 5 of 10 now. 5 for 11. They missed the 3. They tipped it up to grab the offensive rebound. Forrest attacks the paint. Swings it on top. Catch and fire 3. Got it. That is good by FAU. Third 3-point make of the game. First one, or that is Nick Boyd again. He's made all 3. So Nick Boyd is the hot hand in this game for Florida Atlantic. Florida Atlantic hanging in 10-2 run by FAU. 11.5 left to go in the first. San Diego State with a possession at the right corner. Parrish, a lob down low inside the paint. Couldn't finish, got fouled out. And this will be 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Jaden Ledee. Just got the putback, the possession prior. And that's where we'll take the timeout. What a game so far. 16-15 to score. San Diego State a 1-point lead against FAU as we take the timeout. Alright, we got 100 plus watching right now. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams I cover. I cover play-by-play basketball action here on the channel. College hoops, NBA games. And wow, what a start to this one we've got so far in this matchup. Nick Boyd, he has made all 3 3-point shots so far for Florida Atlantic. Boyd, 9 points scored in this game. They need somebody else, though, to step up. After that, 2 points each by Elijah Martin, John L. Davis, and Michael Forrest off the bench. Matt Bradley, he has been sizzling in this game. The top scorer, 11 points for San Diego State from Bradley. After that, they also need other players to step up. Nathan Mensah with 3. Jaden Ledee with 2. I think they can make it in, but advancing like deep into the playoffs, I probably don't have it for the Lakers there. So right now we're just in a timeout. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams. Yeah, I heard Jordan Hawkins. He's dealing with the flu right now for Hawkins. I'll check and see if there's any like updates on that or anything. So back from the timeout, this will be 2 free throws coming up at the line for Jaden Ledee of San Diego State. The first one's good. So this is what I got from CBS sports analyst John Rothstein today. He put out via Twitter, Jordan Hawkins' illness participated somewhat in UConn shoot-around today, per school spokesman. So right now, Jordan Hawkins dealing with an illness. I heard that first yesterday being reported by Hawkins, but they definitely need him tonight for UConn because he exploded in the second half in that game against Gonzaga. Just took over, and those threes that he was hitting just seemed like it was more than 3. That he kept on dropping. Like every single 3 seemed like it was like 6 because that's how fast the game changed at the start of the second half. Inbound for Florida Atlantic. Down low, Golden banks it. We're tied up at 17. And that's where they're going to have to go through. Start to get some opportunities for Vladislav Golden. 8-4 points in the paint in favor of FAU. Aztecs with possession. Parrish at the wing, moves it out to the free throw circle. Jumper missed around and out by Ledee. This is not a great shooting team for San Diego State, as they rely heavily on their defense. Top 3 in the nation. Lockdown defense. That time, shot missed. It was contested, though. And I think it's going to be on the shot here. So this will be 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Florida Atlantic. The clock will stop with 10:34. So this is John L. Davis shooting 2 at the free throw line. Top scorer for Florida Atlantic in this tournament. Top scorer this season. He's averaging above 17 points per game in the bracket. First one's good. Second shot by Davis, right down the middle. 19-17, 10.5 left to go. Aztecs with a possession. This has been a game of runs right from the start. Florida Atlantic led 5-0. After that, SDSU 14-zip run. FAU now on a 14-3 run to take a 2-point lead. Lamont Butler lobs it down to the mid-block over to Mensah. That's a jumper missed off the mark. That's actually number 33, not 31. So that is Ugwaka Rope, who missed his first shot of the game. They go 9 guys deep on both of these squads. Taking a shot down low inside the paint. Missed off the back rim. We have another foul picked up, though, by San Diego State. The game clock will stop with 10:01. That'll be charged to Jaden Ledee. This will be 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Brandon Weatherspoon. So Weatherspoon will shoot 2 at the free throw line, and This is going to be a really, really interesting matchup here. FAU, more balanced type of team. First one is good. San Diego State, through their physicality. Both teams incredibly deep. Second shot's good. They can make their free throws. Weatherspoon drills both of them, 21-17. Midway through the first half, SDSU with a possession. Pass midcourt with Lamont Butler. Butler, bounce pass, top of the key, Bradley. Bradley with 11. The top scorer lost control of the basketball, turns it over. Florida Atlantic comes up with a steal. Here to go out on the break, catching fire. 3 at the wing. Off the back rim, though, good. Missed by Forrest. Had a great look. Couldn't get more open than that in transition, but couldn't send it down. SDSU downhill off the Euro step attacks. Inside the paint and scores up and in off the backboard. Lamont Butler up and through for 2. What a change right there in this game. Could have very well been 24-17 if Fars makes that 3. Instead, now it's 21-19. FAU with a possession. Gaffney. Gaffney hands it off to Forrest. Forrest, 10 on the shot clock. Hands it off to Weatherspoon inside a key. Weatherspoon floats up the shot. No good. Goes right back over to the Aztecs. 9 minutes left to play. Bradley takes up the floor. Bradley at the wing. Sends it on top to Mensah. Mensah hands it off to Butler. Butler has an opening, takes the 3, makes the 3, and it's a 1-point lead for San Diego State. Yeah, I've got Florida Atlantic right there for the better bench. They're more balanced, so they can add in like more firepower scoring. That is a pass down inside the key off to Golden. Golden backs his way. Golden working on one man. Drops it down right through. Mensah good for 2. They've been doing a great job inside the paint so far in this game. So that's exactly what I talked about in my matchup preview video, was that Florida Atlantic will have to find buckets for 2s in this game and not rely on a bunch of 3s. They come up with a steal. FAU also doing a pretty solid job taking care of the basketball as they come up with a steal down low. Missed the layup off the mark by Davis. Goes right back over to San Diego State. Solid contest there by Nathan Mensah. The San Diego State, they're going to keep in this game because of how great they are defensively. Jumper, 15-footer straightaway, zips through for SDSU. That's by Mensah. Mensah not known to be like a big scoring impact type of player, but right there able to dial up big time shot. Just trading buckets right now. 5 lead changes, 1 tie. 3-point shot straight away. That's good. Jalen Gaffney knocks down a triple. That number's creeping up from 3-point range. Florida Atlantic, 4th made 3 to game. 3 of those 3s made by Nick Boyd. 7:10 left to go. Both teams 4 made 3s from the perimeter. That favors Florida Atlantic right now because they're midway to 8s with around 7 minutes left to go. No team has made greater than 6 3s in this bracket over San Diego State. Jumper drops through off the little turnaround hook there by Mensah. 26-26. NB, welcome to the stream. Yeah, might be able to see a Florida championship game, FAU and Miami, if both the underdogs come out. We have a whistle here and a foul. Picked up around the perimeter, reach in, call on San Diego State. Alright, so both of these teams are playing for quite a bit of time. We're going to take the timeout on the floor right now. 26-26, 6:40 left to go before halftime. This game's going by quick. Moving at a pretty quick tempo, not too many turnovers, not too many out-of-bounds plays, not too many free throw opportunities so far. So we head to the timeouts, 26 even. Chad, welcome to the stream, man. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams. And yeah, really good game. In my prediction video, I took San Diego State by 4 in this matchup. Right now, it's actually favoring, I feel, like Florida Atlantic. Florida Atlantic making 4 threes. This is kind of uncharted territory for San Diego State as they've been able to score more. They've had to score more in this game to keep up with FAU. So it hasn't been like a grind of a game right now. It's been more in the favor of Florida Atlantic, how they've wanted to play their style, forcing some turnovers. FAU's got 3 steals, just 2 total turnovers, taking great care of the basketball so far for Florida Atlantic. San Diego State with 4 total turnovers, only forced 1 steal so far. Yeah. Andy, welcome to the stream, man. Bill, welcome back in. Yeah, this has turned out to be in the favor of FAU right now. Like, they wanted to come out, spread around the basketball, get everybody involved, make their shots. Right now, they're making a good clip of their shots. 50% shooting, 9 for 18 from the floor, 4 for 9 from three-point range. Nick Boyd's been the hot hand, but also from the bench, Gaffney had made a 3 as well. And this is kind of like uncharted territory right now for the Aztecs. They've been locking down teams from the perimeter all throughout the bracket, but tonight it's been in the favor of FAU right now. Sister Surround, thanks so much for the dono here. Let's get that dono hype on the stream for Sister Surround. Legends in the channel. I took San Diego State for this one. 62-58 was my prediction. That's not looking so hot right now. This is looking like it's going to go over that total. Hey, good morning, Michael. Welcome in. Feel free to join in for UConn versus Miami. I'll be back on the call for that game as well. Yeah, that's allowed San Diego State to make sure that they're in this game, because they need to be hitting their shots. Usually the games that the Aztecs have played, they're just putting together stops. They're going on like massive scoring droughts, but still winning the games because of how great their defense is. But they've had to make shots because Florida Atlantic has been making their shots. And right now, San Diego State shooting just below 56% from the floor currently. And they are 4 for 5 from three-point range. Matt Bradley's been the hot hand. Perfect 4 for 4 with 11 points, 3 for 3 from 3. Back from the timeout. FAU drills their 5th 3 of the game straight from the timeout. Florida Atlantic has made the last 4 straight shots from the floor. Both teams shooting the ball incredibly well. 10 of 19 for FAU, 10 of 18 for SDSU. It was off the handoff. Greenlee was the one who made the 3. Just so many moving pieces and weapons on this Florida Atlantic squad. 50% from the perimeter. The San Diego State defense that's been locked down throughout the bracket allowed Alabama to shoot 3 for 27 from the perimeter. Right now in trouble in this game as that's called an over-the-back call on San Diego State. So a turnover on the over-the-back fall. That's picked up. It's on Kashaw Johnson, number 0, called in the over-the-back. 5th personal foul by SDSU. Florida Atlantic with just 3 in this first half. 6 minutes left to go. FAU with the possession. John Davis takes it up the floor. Davis guarded by Bradley, lobs it off to the left elbow. Hand off to Greenlee. Greenlee drives baseline. Greenlee, kick out, corner. Davis out to the wing. They move it around. Martin drives, attacks inside the paint, up fake, working at the right block, sends it on top. Boyd, 3 in the shot clock, out to the wing, a 3. That comes out well short, and it's a shot clock violation. So that 3-point shot attempt, way too short there at the wing by John Davis. Ooh, that should have been 3. Matt Bradley got the elbow of John Davis. That should have been 3 free throws at the line, and the referees did not see it. So San Diego State, lucky break they just caught. On the contest, it was Matt Bradley who put his hand into the right shooting elbow of John Davis, and Florida Atlantic could not get the call. They couldn't finish at the rim either there with Johnson. Rebound to FAU. 5:20 left to go. Greenlee moves it outside to the perimeter off to Davis. Passes out to the right wing off to Martin. Bounce pass top of the free throw circle. Giancarlo Rosado. Hand off to Martin. Martin takes a 3 at the wing. Swoosh. That is a make. That's 3-point shot number 6 for Florida Atlantic. They have cracked the San Diego State defense, and the Aztecs now in trouble. Largest lead of the game for FAU. Under 5 minutes left to go. First half, jumper, deep 2. That's well short. Missed by Butler. And battle for the rebound. Got knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Owls. Rob, welcome in. What a game so far by Florida Atlantic. 6 for 12 from the perimeter. Florida Atlantic was trailing 14-5 at one point in this game. It was San Diego State's physicality and defense that just completely took over. And Florida Atlantic, just so many moving pieces in this offense. Been able to crack the identity of San Diego State's defense and being the more balanced team for Florida Atlantic, paying off right now against an SDSU team that's been just defensive-minded, but 32 points in the first half allowed. Aztecs in trouble right now. They're going to have to keep up with that scoring to Florida Atlantic, and it's going to be really difficult to do. 4:47 left to go. San Diego State will get the inbound underneath their hoop. Looking to pass it off. Lob to the corner into the hands to Bradley. Bradley top scorer for the Aztecs with 11. Sends it on top. Up fake over to Seiko. Seiko works his way right corner. Seiko bounce pass down low block into the hands of a Rope. A Rope inside the key. A Rope with the right hand. A Rope gutted off the glass and scores. 4-point game now. That's a big bucket there by Uguaka Rope. 4.5 left to go before halftime. FAU with a possession to the perimeter. Brian Greenlee sends it out to the right wing. Lob down to the low block. Back in their way. Putting it up. It is good. Contact at the very tail end of that. Giancarlo Rosado tripped over a San Diego State defender that flopped in the hard one, and Rosado gets the bucket to drop. 4 minutes left to go before halftime. That was an awkward play right there. Off the flop, no call with the referees. They let the play go on. And then Rosado finished off the glass and stumbled over the defender, who was already down inside the key underneath the hoop. Bradley makes the pass out to the wing. 3 on his way. Off the rim and out. Missed by the Aztecs as it goes right back to FAU. Florida Atlantic with the ball. Weatherspoon, right wing perimeter. Bounce pass over to Rosado. Backs his way inside the key. Rosado, mid-range. Rosado sends it down. 36-28. Florida Atlantic connecting on a high quality of their shots here. 56.5% from the floor for FAU at the moment. Torching a top 3 rated defense in all college basketball. Brian Dutcher will burn a timeout for SDSU. 36-28. Largest lead of the game. If you guys are doing the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well as we take the timeout on the floor. Wow. Impressive. 35 wins on the season for Florida Atlantic. Showing us why. They are 35 wins they've got for a big reason. And the majority of their key players are sophomores on this team. That's scary. Say that if Dusty May comes back next season, and then their entire team also comes back next season for Florida Atlantic, man, they have another opportunity to run it back once again. What a start. Yeah, I heard about that. So, today it was reported that, it didn't say who in the article for the Providence player, but it said that there was a PC player that pulled a weapon out on his girlfriend today. Just brutal. Absolutely brutal after they got Devin Carter and Bryce Hopkins back yesterday. Yeah, that's what I heard too, Vegas. So I haven't seen like an article mentioning the name about it, but the player I heard it was one you mentioned from what I heard online. Hey, happy birthday to Tim tomorrow. Hope you have a great day tomorrow. Robert, welcome to stream. This is a Florida Atlantic team, by the way, that came down from 8 points trailing. Came from behind, trailing by 8 against K-State and won. So this is really difficult right here for San Diego State right now because they're not known to score this much, and Florida Atlantic just 56.5% from the floor. San Diego State's going to have to channel what their defense was coming into this game, what it was expected to be, because this defense is getting lit right now. They are getting absolutely lit up in this game. Florida Atlantic, these are the shooting splits so far. 56.5%, 13 of 23 shooting, 6 for 12 from three-point range. No team had ever made 7 threes or greater against San Diego State in this tournament. San Diego State held opponents to shoot 17% from 3 entering this matchup. And then Florida Atlantic, perfect 4 for 4 at the free throw line. FAU +2 in the glass, 12 to 10 so far. This game is going by quick. We have 3.5 minutes left to go before halftime. Back from the timeout, San Diego State will get the basketball. SDSU giving up 36 points. That's the most by far in the first half for points allowed. 33 in Elite 8 to Creighton, 23 against Alabama, 25 against Furman, 29 against Charleston in the first half. So FAU is crushing it with under 3.5 left to go. Largest lead tonight, up by 8. San Diego State takes the 3, missed off the back rim, and FAU with a chance to go up by double digits this possession. Shovel out to the corner, Greenlee. Greenlee turns the corner, kick out left corner. On top it goes to Forrest. Forrest up fake, has some space, takes the 3, skipped around the rim and out, and the rebound controlled by the Aztecs with an over-the-back call picked up by Brandon Weatherspoon. So that's foul number 4, picked up by Florida Atlantic in this first half, and we will take a timeout. 36-28, another timeout on the floor, as we have 3:04 left to go. Yeah, offensively, San Diego State needs to start digging into better percentage type shots in this scenario to get themselves back into the game. They're attempting way too many deep twos. Like, they're attempting jumpers constantly around the free throw circle and from the perimeter. They've been able to connect on 4 out of their 8 threes from the perimeter, though, but they've attempted a lot of, like, deep twos in this game. They just haven't been able to get much at the rim so far in this matchup. They've also got a couple and one opportunities, though, when they've been able to operate at the rim. It's just Florida Atlantic looking solid right now. Like, everybody can score. They're the more balanced team. So right down the map, FAU, entire starting 5, everybody has scored, plus the 4 guys off the bench. That's what the scoring looks like. It's just so balanced, so many moving pieces on this Florida Atlantic squad. When you get 9 players so far who's checked in, all 9 players have scored at least 1 basket, or all 9 players have scored at least 2 points in this game for FAU, whereas San Diego State, they've had 8 players check into the game. They've had 5 players score so far. Yeah, so I heard that there were coaches that were inquiring about some of the FAU players when they're out here playing in the tournament, and there's other teams trying to inquire about these FAU players. That's the thing about the transfer portal, because, like, in my honest opinion, it's just unfair to the teams that keep on making a deep run into the tournament, because they're focused on playing in the tournament. They're not focused about next season yet. They're focused on one game at a time, winning the championship, whereas you got, like, a bunch of transfer news within the week that we have. This started back in, like, the first round, second round, that we started hearing about transfers. So all throughout the tournament, we have a bunch of transfer news that kept on coming up, and it's going to be even more transfer news as we've gotten, like, deeper into the bracket, Elite 8, and now onto the Final 4. Jose, welcome back in the stream. Here we go. We get back to action. 3 minutes left to go before halftime. San Diego State with possession, looking for something here. Matt Bradley Dribbles up to the mid-block. Takes the jumper. Step back. Deep two. Missed off the back rim. Rebound control by FAU. Yeah, I've seen highlights there. Caitlin Clark, incredible. Yep, that's what I was saying when I was watching the highlights. Like, female version of Steph Curry. Like, the range that she just incorporates into her game, just incredible. FAU goes up by 10. They score inside the low post. 38-28. That's a bucket by Giancarlo Rosado. Scoring run at 12-2 in the last 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Lob got intercepted. Florida Atlantic comes out with a steal. Approaching 2 minutes left to go before halftime. Top of the key, Martin. Out to the wing to Weatherspoon. His lob went out of bounds. Turnover. Actually, it's going to stay Florida Atlantic ball, so San Diego State got a fingertip on that basketball. So this will stay FAU ball. They got a fingertip on that basketball by an Aztec defender. 2 minutes left to go before halftime. What a start for Florida Atlantic. 35-3. They play in just a 2,000 person capacity seating gym, playing in front of 75,000 fans, plus the whole nation watching, with millions and millions of viewers right now on national TV. FAU with it off the inbound, 10 on the shot clock. Martin swings it out left corner, 3, high arcing, off the mark, missed by Boyd, tipped up, and the rebound controlled by San Diego State. Matt Bradley, looking for something, sends it on top, over to Mensa. Handoff Bradley at the wing, 15 on the shot clock, Bradley. Top of the key to a rope. Hands it off to his right. Here's a 3. Taken. That's no good. Air ball. Battle for the rebound. And we have a tie-up here. No, they're going to say whistle and a reach and foul. Looks like on the floor. Committed by FAU. So that is number 5. Number 5 committed by Florida Atlantic. 5 personal fouls as well, committed by San Diego State. Butler to inbound passer. Now to the corner to a rope. A rope backs his way inside the key. A rope down low with the right hand. Scoop, score, up and in off the glass. Got it. It's a big response right there. 8-point game. FAU with it. Just above a minute and 10 left to go. Elijah Martin, top of the key. Martin guarded by a rope. Drives, attacks inside the paint. Martin gutted a drop. He got it, plus the foul. Wow. Straight line drive right there by Martin. He was the one who had that monster poster dunk of David Gasson in the Elite 8. Rob and Joe, welcome on the stream. What a start for the Owls. Chance to go up by 11. They make the free throw. That will be their largest lead of the game if they make the shot. 1:02 left to go before halftime. And the shot no good. Skipped around the rim and out. Rebound controlled by the Aztecs. Down to the final minute. San Diego State looking for something here because their offense is just gone cold. The defense giving up 40. That is the issue. Their defense been locked down through this bracket, giving up 40 right now. Johnson. Out to the wing to Bradley. 40 seconds left to go. Finds Johnson at the corner. Johnson with a 3. Johnson got it. Big time triple there for Kashad Johnson. 30 seconds left. Florida Atlantic, 3-second differential between shot clock and game clock before halftime. FAU with the ball. Brian Greenlee swings it out to the wing. Elijah Martin dribbles back to the top. 15 seconds left to go. 12 on the shot clock. Over to Michael Forrest. Forrest at the edge of the midcourt logo. Finds Greenlee. That's Martin. Martin attacks. Turn around. Mid-range. Missed off the rim. Tipped up in the rebound control. San Diego State. 3 seconds. Aztecs up the floor. Bradley with a 3. Bradley off the front rim. No good. We go into halftime. 40-33 as we enter halftime here. Florida Atlantic racks up 40 total points in the first half. Special sight to see here for FAU. So they lead by 7 going into half. Hey, thanks so much, Jeffrey. Appreciate it, bud. Wow, what a first half by Dusty May's squad. Just spreading out the basketball, getting everybody involved. I actually took San Diego State in this game. My prediction not looking super hot in the first half, 62-58. This is looking like it's going to go well over the score. Florida Atlantic lighting up SDSU's defense. FAU 15 for 28 shooting in the first half, just under 54% from the floor, 6 for 14 from three-point range. That's remarkable because San Diego State have been locking up their other opponents in the bracket. They knocked down 6 threes in the first half, just incredible for FAU. And then Florida Atlantic doing a great job taking care of the basketball, just 3 total turnovers in the first half. They only set SDSU to the free throw line twice. X in the stream, welcome back in. Yeah, been a great game so far. Kind of it's been definitely interesting. Like, I did not expect San Diego State to come out and give up 40 points in the first half, but you can just tell who's got the better balance on the floor. Because San Diego State struggles to score. Florida Atlantic lighting them up for 40 in the first half. So the hot hands going to the better team offensively so far in this game. And San Diego State's played all teams that's been able to be sharp shooting. They relied on a bunch of threes, but when they have attempted a lot of threes with frequency, it hasn't been in terms of efficiency. Because Charleston was like top 10 in the nation in three-point shooting for attempts per game, but they were ranked in the 200s and that number in three-point shooting efficiency. And Furman as well was another like sharp shooting team, took a bunch of threes, same as Alabama. That was the problem with Alabama this season. They would jack up a bunch of threes, but it wouldn't come at like an efficient level for Alabama. I think they were in the 200s ranked in three-point percentage themselves. And Creighton was in the top 65 for three-point attempts. They were the most balanced team out of the 4 that San Diego State had played prior, because a lot of the other teams relied on a bunch more threes. But yeah, Florida Atlantic being able to score at different levels in this game, it's been just simply impressive. Right down the line. Top scorer Nick Boyd, he's got 9 points, 7 points by Elijah Martin, 6 points from the bench by Rosado. Like right down the line, they have 9 players. All 9 players have scored. Oh, wow, that's awesome. So Andy went to high school with a assistant coach for FAU. That's incredible. Yeah, physicality for San Diego State hasn't really been able to make an impact on this game at all. Like Florida Atlantic, they've been able to spread out the ball and get open and also attack and get to the rim. We got 200 plus in the stream. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well, and we'll see. We might have an all-Florida national championship game on Monday night if the both of the underdog teams come out with upsets tonight. Looking good in this first game right now. FAU 40-33. After how this game started, Florida Atlantic led 5-0, and then San Diego State went on a run themselves to take a 14-5 lead. 14-zip run by SDSU, and then came back Florida Atlantic. And after that, went back and forth, and then FAU led by as many by 10 at one point. They were up 40-30. San Diego State led by 9 when they were up 14-5. NFL fan, welcome in. Yeah, looking good so far for your prediction right there. Feel free to join in back for the last stream tonight. I'll be covering UConn against Miami as well, so if you guys would like to come on back for that stream, feel free to do so. Yeah, and let us know out in the chat as well who you guys got, FAU, SDSU. Make sure to vote in the poll too. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I've been hearing his name brought up quite a bit. So he was at Wyoming before. Audio Dogs, welcome in. Like an FAU to take it all. 37-3. They're able to do that. 35-3 right now for Florida Atlantic. And also it's right now, it's tied on the glass. They've been able to take care of the basketball. Great job taking care of the basketball. Just 3 total turnovers in this game by FAU, coming off 22 total turnovers their last game against K-State. So they've done a great job here, being able to spread it out, get everybody involved, and make sure to keep the ball out in front. San Diego State with 5 total turnovers. Some of them just lazy passes that they've had that haven't been like close or anything. Daniel, welcome in. San Diego State needs to find more answers than just Matt Bradley in this game if they want to win. They've got him pinpointed and focused on the screen right now. He's come out. He was firing in the early stage of this game. Matt Bradley, the top scorer with 11 points, but he hasn't really been able to do much after he scored those first 11 points in around like the first 8 to 9 minutes of the first half. After that, he's been silent throughout the second portion of half one. Nathan Mensah's got 7. After that, Lamont Butler with 5. Hey, best of luck there to Ryan. So he's looking for an FAU victory. John L. Davis to get 10 points for 200. Best of luck there, man. Davis right now with just 4 in the first half. Like this game, it's nobody that's carrying Florida Atlantic. That's how their season has been. They just spread out the basketball. Like everybody chips in, and they have a much higher point average than SDSU does. San Diego State, all about defense. Florida Atlantic's got much more balance on their squad, and they're a top, I think they're a top 55 team in scoring for points per game. Also, they're inside the top 80 in defense this season for them. So really, just great balance all around for a two-way type team they've got. We've seen that so far in this game here. Like, physicality by San Diego State hasn't been able to pose a problem in this matchup. Yeah, this is a tough sign for San Diego State. So they came back against Creighton in the second half, but Florida Atlantic, they showed resiliency to come from behind victory against K-State. They were down by 8. Yep, Buddy Boeheim, Joe Girard. Yeah, they were drilling threes against that team 2 years ago. Oh, man, stay safe, Joanne. Yeah, if you guys are out in the affected storms area, stay safe out there. Sending prayers out to Arkansas, Little Rock type of area. If you guys live near there, prayers sent to you guys. I heard some like massive tornadoes across the country yesterday. Steve in the stream, welcome in. Yeah, what in the world? I just went to Twitter. I thought that Eddie Lampkin had already transferred to Georgetown. That's not the case. I thought like 10 days ago he had transferred to Georgetown because a bunch of articles said that Eddie Lampkin will be transferring to Georgetown via reports. And now it looks like Eddie Lampkin will announce his commitment, who he'll commit to tomorrow. So it's not final yet that Eddie Lampkin will transfer to Georgetown. He'll announce his commitment tomorrow. He's got his final list here. His final list, according to sources, are Georgetown, Memphis, Cincinnati, Arkansas, Colorado, Florida, and Xavier. Oh yeah, I just saw that on Twitter. Wow. Just incredible what Florida Atlantic's done in this first half. Just the bright lights of playing in a football stadium converted to a basketball arena tonight. Around like 75,000 plus people watching. It just hasn't been able to fool Florida Atlantic. What they've done, just absolutely impressive for these guys. And they're also like a lot of these players are sophomores on this team too. So mainly like a sophomore bunch. Most sophomores, very few seniors and juniors on this bunch. Christian, welcome in. Yeah, I heard about that. Hunter Dickinson entered the transfer portal. All right, so this was coming from John Rothstein from CBS Sports about 3 hours ago via Twitter that Jordan Hawkins' illness participated somewhat today in UConn's shoot-arounds, per school spokesman. So he's expected to give it a go tonight against Miami for Jordan Hawkins, but he's been dealing with an illness. I heard it was a stomach bug from yesterday, but it looks like he should be good to go for Hawkins. I'll be back for that stream later tonight as well, so feel free to check out UConn against Miami later tonight. Another great game should be in store. I forgot just how long these halves happen to be in the Final Four. Man, they're just so long. I think they're like 30-minute halves that they have, I'm pretty sure. So it looks like we will not get going until another 7 minutes from now. Because I see the shot clock behind the Final Four crew. It says the game clock. It says 7 minutes left to go for halftime. Yeah, this has been an incredible tournament. Definitely, for sure, Tim. So many upsets. This has just been just such an unusual tournament. I think we're going to see this for like years to come, too, because the transfer portal, with so many transfers that we had, all these transfers, it's just opened up the college basketball landscape. Wow, Hunter Dickinson received an offer from Bryant. That is crazy. So yeah, it actually started out on the poll. It was San Diego State early on that took the poll. Now it's Florida Atlantic right now who has been able to take the poll. So make sure to vote if you haven't already done so. We got 64% FAU out in front at the moment. I'll release that at the end of the stream, towards the end, when that comes down. No, I actually didn't. I saw a lot of stuff going on Twitter for some of the teams. One of the profiles was some fake news on it, reporting that Caleb Love had transferred from UNC to Duke, but that was not the truth. Yeah, I think honestly Caleb Love's got a good shot to go to Indiana. Indiana in desperate need of players. Yeah, I'll probably go 74-70 now for this final score. My prediction not looking so hot. I took San Diego State 62-58. They're gonna have to tap into that remarkable defense in the second half to happen, because yeah, I don't think the 58. No way. That's only 18 points that Florida Atlantic needs to score. 40-33 at halftime. Florida Atlantic lighting it up over San Diego State. FAU just under 54% from the floor, 43% from three, 80% at the free throw line in the first half. As we're going to get underway. Couple more minutes from now, we'll get underway for half number 2. And Florida Atlantic looking solid in the glass too, 14-12 for defensive rebounds in this game. So when they've got challenged on the glass, usually that's when the games have been closer for FAU. But they've been making their shots in the first half, so they haven't been able to get many offensive rebounds for them. That's been the key, just being able to execute on the first shot for Florida Atlantic. And that's been great. And then +2 in the defensive glass, making sure that San Diego State's not executing enough on their first shot, which the Aztecs are not like an efficient shooting team for them. And right now, it's tough for San Diego State because they're so used to playing their style of basketball with their defense just limiting opponents, and right now they're trailing by 7. And Florida Atlantic's in good hands at the moment with a get-ahead, stay-ahead mentality. I think it's going to be like another 2-3 minutes, and then we'll finally get back. Yeah, a couple minutes ago I had said 7 because I saw that the game clock had 7 minutes ticking down remaining. So yeah, we should be back in about like 2 to 3 minutes, hopefully. Hey, thanks so much, Ridlausch. Appreciate it. Maybe someday. We'll see. Yeah, they're in trouble right now for San Diego State. This is Florida Atlantic's game. 40 points on the board in the first half. I think the first couple possessions in the second half, it's going to be telling. Whether Florida Atlantic can make those shots, they have a good chance of winning the game if they're able to make those shots to start off the second half. If they miss, it allows San Diego State to get back into the game. Well, the Aztecs have an opportunity there. So, first couple possessions, this monster is here, starting off the second half. Yep, could have a 9 seed in the national championship. 10-point lead. They were up 40-30 right before halftime. 18-12. FAU's got the points in the paint favor. +6. They're also 13-7 in bench points. Potentially for Boston. They usually have a dud in there, so I think 3-1 is probably more realistic for them, but I hope they go 4-0. Alright, so we're going to get started here in the second half. If you guys are doing the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. 40 points allowed in the first half. That is tied for the second most points allowed in the first half this season for SDSU. They came into this game allowing opponents to just average 57.3 points per game throughout the NCAA tournament. They're going to have to put together a remarkable second half of adjustments here on the defensive side of the ball to make their dream come alive and get to the national championship. I got UConn in that one. 85-79 was my prediction. Boston dying. Welcome back on the stream. Here we go. Start of the second half. Right to left on the floor. Florida Atlantic up by 7. Has the basketball. Top of the key, FAU. Bounce pass down low. Golden floats up the shot off the hook. Missed off the back rim, and the rebound controlled by Butler in the corner. So San Diego State now with their first possession off the defensive rebound. Butler at the top of the key sends it over to Mensa. At the elbow now for SDSU. They'll take a tough step back jumper. Bradley, no good. Halfway down, got rebounded by FAU. Second possession for the Owls. Out to the wing, wide open 3. Elijah Martin missed off the front rim. Had a great look at it, but couldn't convert it. Offensive rebound, Golden shovels down low. Davis backdoor missed the layup. And they saved it, though, at the baseline, so the possession kept alive for the Owls. 2 offensive rebounds this possession for FAU. They'll take a 3 at the wing. Swoosh. That is good. Nick Boyd been a hot hand from 3 tonight. 43-33. San Diego State in trouble as they allowed Florida Atlantic to 2 offensive rebounds and 3 points off the second chance in that possession. Corner 3 is good. Great response there for the Aztecs. Really needed that one. They really needed that one to keep themselves in the game. 18.5 left to go. Straight line drive to the rim. Missed off the glass. Offensive rebound. No good. Missed off the mark by Golden. That's now 2 straight possessions. Able to get at least 1 offensive rebound to the rim. Lamont Butler draws the shooting foul, and Butler will shoot 2 at the free throw line. So 2 shots coming up for San Diego State, trying to see if they can pull win in 5 if they make both of the free throws. Yeah, as strange as it is, Conference USA just representing teams that made it to the championship. in the postseason. Charlotte won the CBI. North Texas and UAB both made it to the NIT with North Texas winning. And then Florida Atlantic, 18.5 minutes remaining. If they can close it out, they'll be in the national championship. First free throw is good. Second shot is good as well for Butler. 5-point game now. 43-38. It looked like they were in trouble. They were down by 10, now on a 5-zip run, though. Already 3 offensive rebounds in the first minute and a half of the second half for Florida Atlantic. Greenlee. Top, moves it out to the right wing to Rosado. Rosado, step back 3, blocked out of bounds. Get a big-time swat on that one at the corner. Nathan Mensah denying the corner 3. That's some big boy basketball right there by Mensah with a huge swat. 18:07 left to go. Inbound. Out to the wing to Davis. Davis with just 4 so far. 5 in the shot clock. Davis drives downhill. Davis low block. Double teamed. Davis moves on top. Shot clock winds down. And a reach and fall by San Diego State with 1.3 in the shot clock. Wow. I don't even think they realized that the shot clock was about to expire for FAU. That's a critical call right there. Critical call by the officials, and that is called on Mensah for the personal. Inbound for FAU. 15 on the shot clock now. Brian Greenlee. Drives inside the key. Kick out to the corner. 3 on his way. It's good. Elijah Martin drills it from the left corner. Nice driving kick right there. Greenlee gets credit with assist. 7 for 17. Or 8 for 18 as it updates from 3-point range. There are 8 for 18. Martin's up to 10. Martin with 10. Boyd with 12. The top scorer for FAU. San Diego State down by 8. Looking for something. Turnaround jumper. Mid-range. They got it. Darian Trammell good for 2. Jake, thanks so much for joining in, man. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, college hoops, also NBA. We'll be back live for the second stream. Feel free to join us tonight for UConn against Miami. 17 minutes left to go. Lob down low. Golden double team. Golden gets fouled. In between Bradley and Kashad Johnson. And Vladislav Golden will shoot 2 coming up at the line for FAU. Hit us up in the chat, by the way, who you guys got for this matchup here. FAU or SDSU, type it in. Florida Atlantic, San Diego State. Owls, Aztecs. Vladislav Golden, the transfer from Texas Tech. 7'1" center. Just 4 points tonight, coming off a double-double against K-State. In the Elite 8, missed the first free throw. Jackson, welcome to the stream, man. And the second free throw drops through. 7-point lead for FAU. Under 17 minutes left to go. Trammell with 5 in the second half for SDSU. San Diego State with possession. Butler drives downhill to the rim. Butler missed the layup out of bounds as he got tipped out. Last touch by who? Refs will say, and one ref had it going FAU's way, the other SDSU. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by the Aztecs. Yeah, Ladie coming in from behind on Martin. Jaden Ladie looked like on that replay, he was the one who touched it from behind. Golden, and that's tough. Yeah, that is out of bounds by San Diego State. It looked like Ladie had it from behind. It was Golden and Martin who were both there too. But Ladie seemed like he tapped it out from behind. Accelerates right to the rim. There's a layup. Through for 2 with the right hand. Brian Greenlee slices defenders on its way. Gets the layup. It's a 9-point lead for Florida Atlantic. 16-15 left to go. San Diego State's got to go. They got to go if they want to make this a game. Pro hop inside the key. Puts up a tough shot. Right block. Missed off the rim. No good by Ladie. Rebound to FAU. Here they go up the floor, Brian Greenlee. Out to the right corner for the Owls. Driving baseline, got tapped to the bounce off the official. And it was a turnover called by FAU. So Florida Atlantic called in the turnover. It will go back to the Aztecs. And we're going to take the media timeout. 15:56 left to go. Half number 2. First media timeout of the second half. Alright, if you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Right now in the timeout in Florida Atlantic. Keeping on with this game and controlling it right now. San Diego State in trouble. They're having a lot of problems making shots, especially down at the low block in this game. A couple opportunities off of turnaround shots at the low block that they haven't been able to connect. And Florida Atlantic just keeps on proving why they've had so many offensive weapons. And 9 guys to prepare for can give a ton of teams a bunch of problems. Right now, it's just the balance of FAU. 12 points by Nick Boyd, 10 by Elijah Martin. That balance is too much for San Diego State when they've been known as basically a defensive team this season. But the offense has to get going. And right now, they're held to 44% from the floor, getting lit up for just under 49 by FAU. Yeah, just crazy. Florida Atlantic, 35-3, 1 win away from playing on Monday. Just insane. Yeah, I was thinking maybe like Georgetown or so if they can't get a hold of Lampkin. So Eddie Lampkin, he actually hasn't committed to Georgetown yet. He's supposed to announce his commitment tomorrow. (49-40), FAU 9-point lead with under 16 minutes left to play. Vladislav Golden currently on the bench at the moment for Florida Atlantic. Elijah Martin, the only one with multi-falls for the Owls. He's got 2 personal falls. Everybody else with 1 or 0. We come back from the timeout. San Diego State has the basketball. SDSU, 2 personal falls, each by Arope and Ladie. Matt Bradley has no points in over 18 minutes. He started out on a hot streak. He scored 11 points in the first 5 minutes of the game. Lob to the top of the free throw circle. Inside the key, a runner floated up, missed off the back rim by Ladie. Defensive rebound hauled in for Florida Atlantic. Chance to pull within 11 or 12 for the made bucket here. FAU with a possession at the top. Elijah Martin will slow it down. FAU +6 in the glass the second half, 8-2. Hand off to Gaffney. Gaffney passes off to Rosado. Rosado backs his way, lost it. Got poked though, and we did have a reach-in call picked up by the Aztecs. The clock will stop now with 15 and a half. Yeah, just so many weapons in this Florida Atlantic squad. And they're moving to the, they are moving to the American next year. A lot of conference realignments upcoming for next season between American to Big 12 and Conference USA to American. So they are moving from CUSA to American for next year. They'll be taking on Memphis in that conference, which we had a sneak preview of that in the first round. Bounce pass over to the right baseline. Rosado backs his way, and we do have a reach in the call picked up again on the floor. This is charged to Micah Parrish of San Diego State. Ooh, Weatherspoon took a shot here. A little bit slow to get up, so Brandon Weatherspoon is down at this moment. Ooh, what happened here? Are they going to look at this? First of all, that basketball touched the baseline. First of all, that should have been a turnover unless the reach and fall was picked up before. Micah Parrish, ooh! Left elbow of Parrish thrown right into Weatherspoon. That's why he went down. Ooh! Micah Parrish of San Diego State, left elbow right into Brandon Weatherspoon of Florida Atlantic, as they will take a look at this one on the board. Wow, we saw a headbutt a couple nights ago in the NBA. Thanasis against Blake Griffin after he got fouled. That's just uncalled for. Micah Parrish elbows, throws out the left elbow straight to the chest area of Weatherspoon. Like straight to the chest area, around the heart area of Weatherspoon, directly in the middle of the body. Just uncalled for. This game's turning away from San Diego State. They got 4 personal fouls in the early stage of the second half. Florida Atlantic with just 1. The referees are looking at this right now at the monitor. It was after the play was over, just completely unnecessary right there by Parrish. Of course, nothing like super strong. I don't know if you noticed. I don't know. I don't know if he noticed or anything. It might have been, yeah, it might have been an overreaction on the part 2. I'm interested to see how the referees are going to call this, if there's enough force, because you never, that's the part that you don't want to mess with. In elbow 2, the area that's like around the heart. But we'll see what the call is coming up here on the floor. Yeah, actually on that replay, it seemed like there was some force put into that on that replay. Yeah, he just got issued a technical. So Micah Parrish issued a technical foul. This game is just slipping away from the hands of San Diego State. They led 14-5 at one point in this game. Florida Atlantic went on a big run themselves, and now free throws coming up for FAU. So technical free throw here. Elijah Martin makes the free throw. It's now 50-40. And now Martin will have a second free throw. And that's good as well. And this is what exactly you do not want to do. San Diego State, not a whole lot of offense to this team. Down by 11 with 15 minutes left. Just costing themselves the game through mistakes like that. And it'll be an inbound as well for Florida Atlantic. Largest lead up by 11. Looking for more. Corner 3. Off the mark. Oh, he got fouled. 3 free throws coming up at the free throw line for Florida Atlantic. The scoring depth of FAU just getting into the minds of San Diego State right now, as SDSU's players have completely lost their minds. Get ahead, stay ahead, the mentality, plus 3 shots coming up at the free throw line. A rope, or that is Mensa. Mensa, number 31 at the corner, knocking down Elijah Martin. Martin shooting 3. And the first one is good. 13 points by Elijah Martin, 12 by Nick Boyd. Boyd a hot hand from 3-point range entering this game. Right from the gate. Second free throw is good. They keep on extending on the largest lead, shooting the ball well at the free throw line as well. 9 for 11 right now for FAU. Martin with 14. And that's good. All three makes at the free throw line. Largest lead of the game, 54-40. Uncharted territory for San Diego State. Been in a bunch of close games this season. They just don't have the offense to compete at this level. 8-zip run last 2 minutes by Florida Atlantic. San Diego State in trouble. Could very well lose by 20 in this matchup if it keeps on going in his favor. Arope backs his way inside the key. Arope puts up the shot. Arope drops in. Good for 2. Basically gotta get a bucket every single possession as possible in this instance. Florida Atlantic with the ball. At the left wing perimeter, Jalen Gaffney. Gaffney dribbles towards his right. Sends it off to Martin. Martin top scorer with 15 for number 15. Martin, 14-15 left to go. Dribbles up to the elbow. Hands it off to Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon jumper. 15-footer around the rim and out. Rebound control by Mensah. Aztecs with possession. Looking to push it. Butler attacks inside the key. Kick out deflected. Intercepted by Florida Atlantic. 14 minutes left to go off the steal. The Owls have it at the top. Pass to the corner. Martin attacks. Drives downhill to the rim. And Martin draws the blocking foul. 2 more free throws coming up at the line. Elijah Martin being an aggressor in this game. Getting to the rim. Attacking. And drawing personal fouls picked up by the Aztecs. 350 plus in the stream. If you guys are new in the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and feel free to join in for UConn against Miami later tonight for that game. We have 13:53 left to go. 2 free throws here for FAU by Elijah Martin. He's got 15 points, 5 for 6 at the free throw line. First free throw, right down the middle. Second shot. That's good as well. 56-42, another 14 minutes left. It's going to be a really difficult one to come back from for San Diego State right now, as Florida Atlantic has barely been in a scoring drought. Just one time in this game, and that was in the first 3 minutes. After they led 5-0, it's San Diego State 14-5 ever since. Florida Atlantic has been able to take control of the lead and play their game. 14-point lead. The Aztecs with a 3. Rolls around the rim, goes in. That's a make by Parrish. 13.5 remaining. Florida Atlantic will slow it down. Around the perimeter with Nick Boyd. John L. Davis at the free throw circle. Davis passes back outside to Forrest. Forrest top of the key. Forrest. Spin move. Got it back into the hands to Golden. Top of the key, 10 on the shot clock. Golden. Hands it off to Gaffney. Gaffney. 5 in the shot clock. Gaffney at the elbow. Gaffney dribbles top of the key here. Gaffney open for a moment. Takes the 3. Off the back rim, missed. And the rebound controlled by Arope of the Aztecs. SDSU will slow it down. Under 13 minutes left to play. Darian Trammell will slow down tempo for San Diego State. Yep, they're down by 11. Towards his right, there's a handoff around the perimeter over to Parrish. Parrish sends it off to Arope. Arope attacks inside, low block. We get a reach and fall picked up. So that will get charged to FAU as the clock will stop with under 13 minutes. What's good? 407 on the stream. Welcome in. Yeah, very well possible. Could see battle of the 2 Florida teams in the national championship. We'll see later tonight what happens. Feel free to join back in. I'll be back later tonight covering Miami versus UConn. Inbound, Bradley, up fake, corner 3. Missed off the mark. Oh, we got fouled. So Matt Bradley got fouled, taking a corner 3. He'll shoot 3 coming up at the free throw line. That's critical. Jada, welcome in. And also, San Diego State's got 7 personal fouls. So I just updated that bonus text. FAU just picked up their 3rd. Matt Bradley scored 11 points in the first 5 minutes and 22 seconds. After that, he's gone 0 for 4 shooting from the floor. 3 shots here at the line for Bradley. First one's good. Second one's good. Yes, I'll be doing both games, so feel free to tune in for UConn against Miami after this one. Third free throw is good. That's critical points there for San Diego State, knocking out all 3 free throws by Matt Bradley. Top scorer for the Aztecs, he's up to 13. 7 for 8 at the free throw line. He's up to 14 there. 8 of 9 at the free throw line tonight. Lob to Golden. That's a turnover. So Florida Atlantic turns it over. Looking to send it down low to Golden off the entry pass. A little bit too strong by Jalen Gaffney. 12:20 left to go. San Diego State with the possession. SDSU at the right elbow. Trammell dribbles back out to the wing. Trammell takes a 3 straight away. Trammell around the rim, no good. Defensive rebound hauled in for FAU. FAU looking to push it behind the defense. They had an opening. They couldn't score, though. The ball was a little bit too far out towards the right with Fars. The kick out got deflected out of bounds. Substitution here for SDSU, as they will have a Rope and Mensa check out. They have Micah Parrish on the floor, same as Jaden Ledee, who comes in. Inbound for the Owls. Spin move into the key. Davis puts it up mid-range. Got it. John L. Davis gets to the drop. It's a 10-point lead once again for the Owls. Under 12 minutes left to play. Aztecs with possession. Top of the key with Ledee. Ledee towards his right. Looking to hand it off. Finds Trammell. Trammell at the wing. 14 on the shot clock. Dribbles to the right block. Bradley was open at the wing. Calling for it. Not going to pass it there, though. Trammell swings it out to the left wing to Bradley. Bradley was open. Up fake. Moves on top. Here's a 3. Parrish. Parrish. Got it. It drills through. SDSU puts themselves winning 7. Great ball movement right there. One of the best offensive possessions we've seen all game long, as they were stuck, but they were able to move it around to free up themselves. And off of the straightaway jumper, they drill it. 9-2 run by the Aztecs. 11:10 left to play. And we'll have a reach and fall picked up on the floor. Charge to SDSU. So we're going to take the timeout here on the floor. 11:11 left to go. 7-point game. San Diego State started to cut into it. They've been able to regain their composure and making this game interesting right now. All right, timeout on the floor with 11:11 left. If you guys are doing the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams. I'll be back later today covering UConn and Miami. If you'd like to check that one out, feel free to do so. No, I did not see the NIT. So out in the chat, I just replaced my pinned message right there, so I get the next video up already posted. So feel free to join that one later tonight between Miami and UConn. As I got that link posted out in the chat, it's also pinned in the chat as well. So feel free to bookmark it or put it up as a tab, and feel free to come back on later tonight, about an hour from now. We will tip off for that game. Yeah, San Diego State's been great at the free throw line today. 7 for 8, both of these teams. FAU's 12 of 14. Yeah, that three-point fall, that was costly. That allowed San Diego State some new signs of life. Rashad Jess, XLT, welcome to the stream. Verdon, welcome back in. Yeah, so number 8 Villanova, that's the lowest seed to win a national championship. Florida Atlantic with a chance to do that if they hold on to the lead tonight and win. And then if they're able to win on Monday, a 9 seed, they'd be the lowest seed ever to win a national championship. Hit us up in the chat who you guys got, FAU or SDSU. We come back from the timeout. 11-11 left to go. Elijah Martin at the free throw line for Florida Atlantic. 1 free throw. It's good. In the bonus, he'll have a second one. So SDSU committed a reach-in right before we went to the timeout. So Martin, he's the top scorer. He's got 17. We'll shoot one more. Martin looking great tonight. Makes them both. 18 points by Martin. 8 for 9 at the free throw line. 11 minutes left to play. Aztecs with possession. Matt Bradley, edge of the midcourt logo. They get a floor cam right now on the TV screen. Bradley dribbles up inside a key. Bradley looks to move it, moves it out to the top to Johnson. Johnson hands it out to the left wing Parrish. Parrish, 4 in the shot clock. Parrish, tough jumper, 18-footer straight away, missed off the back rim, and the rebound controlled by Martin of FAU. Owls with possession, 10:35 remaining. Inside the key, they drive with the right hand. Over the rim, no good. Golden with the offensive rebound gets knocked down and fouled. And that's the Aztecs picking up personal foul number 9 now of the second half. And this will be bonus free throws coming up. 1 and 1 by Vladislav Golden. That gets charged to Kashad Johnson on the personal. So right now, foul trouble looks like this. For San Diego State, 3 personal fouls, each by Nathan Mensah and Jaden Ledee. Johnson just picked up his second. 2 personal fouls as well by Arope and Parrish. And the free throw missed. No good off the mark by Golden. 10:25 left to go. Down by 9, Aztecs with possession. Johnson, top of the key, moves it out to the wing. Bradley takes a 3. Bradley rattles in. That is good. Matt Bradley saving this team tonight. It's a 6-point game. Matt Bradley putting in work on the floor. He's got 17 of the 54. 4th main 3 in the night for Bradley. 5 for 9 from the floor. Needed him to have a big game. He has got it right now, helping out the cause. The lob down low goes out of bounds as a turnover by Florida Atlantic. They were looking to send the entry pass to Golden. Golden stumbled inside the key. There was contact, but no call with the referees right there. SDSU only down by 6. They have the basketball. $9:56 left to go. Matt Bradley, the transfer from California, keeping his team right in the game. Here we go. SDSU with possession. Trammell dribbles past the midcourt logo. Trammell sends it on top to Kashad Johnson. Johnson passes right wing to Bradley. Bradley with 17 looking for more. He's hungry. On top it goes to Ledee. Ledee dribbles towards his left. Ledee, handoff. Trammell. Trammell at the top. 7 in the shot clock. Bounce pass. Low block. Ledee. Ledee spin move. Turn around into the key. He got it. 2 on the board for the Aztecs. It's a 4-point game. 9:20 left to go. Far from over in this one. A 3. Missed off the back rim, no good by Davis. Rebound control by San Diego State. That would be the worst possession of the game by FAU. Just one touch on that possession, whereas SDSU has been able to just turn it around as of late. 6 lead changes, 2 ties. Down by 14, chance to pull 1 and 2, and they will have an opportunity to do so. Bradley gets fouled. Matt Bradley, 2 free throws coming up at the line for San Diego State, down by 14 points, and here they are, down by 4 with a chance to pull 1 and 2. Wow. This game completely has changed. Defense of San Diego State starting to take over as of late. They found their way, drawing a couple more personal fouls and getting themselves to the line. Matt Bradley, 2 shots. First one got it. Just 4 personal fouls by Florida Atlantic. In the second half, San Diego State with 9. Hit us up in the chat who you guys got for this one. FAU or SDSU. Type it in. 9:05 remaining. Free throw number 2 right down the middle. Matt Bradley, have yourself a game, man. It's the reason why San Diego State's in it. The transfer portal wins for him. Former head coach Mark Fisher watching in person right now courtside. Matt Bradley, 19 points in a 16-4 run for San Diego State. Backdoor cut, huge slam dunk right there, throwing it down with a right-handed jam for Florida Atlantic. That puts an end to that 16-4 run. 4-point lead once again. Trammell, turnaround, mid-range, missed rim short. That's a tough possession. Rebound back to the Owls. 8:30 left to play. Brian Greenlee dribbles up to the low block, shovels inside a key off to Davis. Davis towards his left, backs his way now to the left block. Davis inside the key. Davis sneaks around. Davis missed off the glass, no good, and the rebound controlled for the Aztecs. San Diego State with possession. Bradley up the floor. Bradley at the left wing, guarded by Davis. Bradley working one-on-one. A lot of dribbling, makes the pass to Ladie. Ladie, spin move, right hand, turn around in the key. He's got it with a hook. Joseph, thanks so much for joining in, man. If you guys are just joining in, Florida Atlantic led by 14 points at one point. In the second half, it's now down to 2. 8 minutes left to play. FAU with a possession. Top of the free throw circle, Giancarlo Rosado. Handoff, 3, straight away, bullseye. That's a make. Elijah Martin having a huge game as he drills it. 65-60. Martin, the player of the game tonight for Florida Atlantic. He is up to 24 points. 3 for 6 from 3, 6 of 11 from the floor, 9 for 10 at the free throw line. 17 points in the second half by Martin. Missed shot by Ladie. Rebound to FAU. FAU looking to go up by more. Skip pass, right wing, catch and fire 3. Missed off the mark, tipped up and tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Davis. The 3 that time was missed by Brian Greenlee. We're going to take a media timeout, I believe, here on the floor. Yes, we will. Blowing kisses to the crowd for number 15. What a game by Elijah Martin. Drew down a poster dunk over a K-State defender in Elite 8. Here he is ripping through shots left and right with 24 points, the game leader. Matt Bradley keeping San Diego State right in. He's got 19 points. 4 made threes. Perfect. 5 for 5 at the free throw line. Andrew, thanks so much for joining in. Willie, Michael, if you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. We got 7:15 left to go right now. G Money, welcome in. Hit us up in the chat, by the way, who you guys got for this matchup here. FAU or SDSU. We're down to 7:15 left. And feel free to join in for Miami against UConn later tonight. I'll be covering that stream, doing a stream of that game as well. I got the link posted out in the chat. It's also pinned in the chat if you guys would like to join in for that one. Wow, what a game. I didn't think that San Diego State would have a chance coming back. They were down by 14, and Their struggles this season happen to be their offense, but for them to get back, Matt Bradley's carrying. There's been nobody else really to operate tonight for San Diego State. They just haven't had that second player step up. If they're able to get a number 2 option step up, remaining course of the game with a hot hand, then they got an opportunity tonight, but they yet to find it so far. 19 by Bradley. After that, they got a trio of players with 7. Nathan Mensah with 7, Butler with 7, Ledee with 7. And then 6 points by a duo off the bench with a Rope and Parrish. And Florida Atlantic's got much more scoring punch to them. Elijah Martin, the hot hand, with 24. After that, Nick Boyd has got 12. John L. Davis with just 6 in the game today. Yeah, this has been a great stream. I took San Diego State in this game. Already surpassed my my prediction number. I had SDSU 62-58. Florida Atlantic dropped down 40 points at halftime. Hey, best of luck to G Money right there. San Diego State's actually shooting better than Florida Atlantic right now. So Florida Atlantic's shooting number was around 56% in the first half. It has dipped down to a total shooting number of 46% at the moment, whereas San Diego State's number has spiked upwards from 42% in the first half to now a total cumulative percentage of 47%. We get back to action. Still a lot of game remaining. 7:10 left to go. San Diego State down by 5, left to right on the floor today of the basketball. Lamont Butler at the top of the key, defended by Nick Boyd. Butler sends it on top to Ledee. Ledee dribbles towards his left, looking to hand it off. Still searching around, 10 on the shot clock. Passes off to his right to a Rope. A Rope, 8 on the shot clock. Hand off to Seiko. Seiko at the wing, 3 on the shot clock. Has to get off something. Tough possession. Bounce pass. Bradley stripped. Or no, that's Ledee. Ledee got stripped. Ledee got fouled. Shot clock was down to 0.3 seconds. And Ledee got fouled going up into his jump shot motion. That's what's costing Florida Atlantic in the second half. It's just been bad personal fouls they picked up. That gets charged to Golden. So Vladislav Golden picks up the personal with 0.3 of a second on the shot clock. Like San Diego State had, there was no way they were going to score on that possession right there. Jaden Ledee, 2 free throws. Yikes, he missed that one poorly. It skidded off the bottom part of the rim. Yikes, that was no good. The key for them has been free throws today. 9 for 11, make it 9 for 12 to get the offensive rebound, though, with a Rope. Another chance for SDSU at the wing. Trammell, up fake, Trammell, jumper, deep 2, Trammell. Missed off the rim, no good. Tipped up, another offensive rebound. Trammell, dribble, stumble, tripped up, he got fouled. 6:34 left. Wow. Thanks so much for the update there, Vegas. Jeesh. After all this week, we've been saying Allen Breed was going to have a big upcoming season helping out, being able to make a big impact and stepping up. Inbound for San Diego State, non-shooting fall, 6:30 left to go. That's number 6 picked up by Florida Atlantic. They're stuffed inside a key jumper, mid-range, missed off the back rim by Ledee, tipped up Ledee, offensive rebound, Ledee, lost it, turned it over. Goes right back to FAU. 6:15 remaining, driving baseline, bounce pass to a cutter, missed an open layup, no good by Brian Greenlee as the ball got tapped out of bounds with 6:10 left. It will stay Owls basketball. How could you miss a wide open layup like that? Nick Boyd turned the corner, tiptoed the baseline, and Greenlee cutting straight away just missed a completely open layup. .610 remaining. Inbound coming up for FAU. Greenlee. Inbounds at top of the free throw circle. Davis gives it over to Greenlee at the top of the key. 15 on the shot clock. Lob down low. Golden deflected. Oh, we get a reach in the call on the floor, though. Picked up by San Diego State. This is double bonus time for Florida Atlantic. I believe it will be Vladislav Golden shooting 2 at the free throw line coming up. Yeah, he was getting completely held up there. Nathan Mensah, the one holding up. That's Mensah's 4th. So Mensah just picked up personal foul number 4. 6:03 left to go, and this will be 2 free throws here by Vladislav Golden, who is just 50%, 2 for 4 today at the free throw line. And the first one he missed. No good by Golden. Yeah, it has not been a bad idea for the Aztecs in this game to foul Golden. 6:03 remaining. He'll have another shot coming up at the free throw line, just 2 for 5 now. So Mensah will check out of the game. Golden with a second free throw. Golden missed off the back rim too long. The rebound controlled by Parrish of the Aztecs. Tie up possession arrow, SDSU. Just goes 0 for 2 at the free throw line. I mean, if we're coming down late stage of the game, get ready to hear the big ew multiple times, because these two teams have struggled. Missing open layups in a Final Four game, missing free throws, could very well hear the big ew with under 2 minutes left. We got 5:45 left to go. Top of the key. Bradley, inside the key, bounce pass, backdoor cutter. Oh, he could have finished at the rim, no good, but a foul. And this should be 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by Micah Parrish of San Diego State. That was a beautiful dime right there by Matt Bradley. Bradley doing everything in this game to keep the Aztecs alive. Two shots here this is by Jaden Ledee, number 13. So Ledee was the one going backdoor that got contact in the layup motion. Ledee, first free throw is good. 65-61 with 5:40 left. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. What an audience we have with 500 plus right now. Incredible. Second shot coming up by Jaden Ledee of San Diego State. And no good around the rim and out. Battle for the rebound. Offensive rebound picked up by Bradley. Another chance for the Aztecs. See if they can draw even closer. At the right corner, Bradley has it. 12 in the shot clock. Bradley drives baseline, backdoor. And Bradley gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up by Matt Bradley. Doing everything possible in this game for the Aztecs to keep them alive. And that's number 8 picked up now by Florida Atlantic in the second half. So 8 personal fouls by FAU, half number 2, 10 by SDSU. Make sure to join back in for Miami versus UConn. We'll be back later tonight for that game. Matt Bradley, 80.2% shooting this season at the charity stripe. 2 free throws. First one is good. Right down the middle. .529 left to go. Still a lot of game remaining. Down by 14 points at one point, and they have a chance to pull win in 2 if Bradley makes this free throw. He does not. They get the offensive rebound. Another chance. Tip back off the glass, and it goes right back to Bradley for another offensive rebound. Bradley, top of the key. Can tie with a 3. Up fake. Bradley drives up to the elbow. Dribbles back out. Bradley drives inside the paint. Blocked from behind. FAU comes out with a basketball. Huge rejection. They go in an outlet pass and gets knocked out of bounds, and it's a turnover by the Owls. Wow, this game is getting intense right now. San Diego State grinding hard every single possession lately on the glass. 5:08 left to play. It will be San Diego State inbound off the outlet pass turnover. Too tall for FAU. San Diego State will slow it down. Been a chaotic past couple minutes on the floor. 5 minutes left to go. Butler at the right wing sends it on top to Ledee. Ledee moves it out to the left wing perimeter. Out to the corner goes to Bradley. Catch and fire 3. Matt Bradley halfway down. No good. Skipped around the rim and out. Last touched out of bounds by the Owls. Nick Boyd tried to save it, but could not save it at the baseline as it went out of bounds. .446 left to play. Inbound coming up for San Diego State, right underneath their hoop. The lob goes over to a rope. A rope down inside. A rope. Trying to throw down a poster. He got fouled. Holy smokes. A rope tried to throw down a two-handed poster over Golden. Nada right there. Golden Called in the blocking foul. Holy smokes. A rope will shoot 2 at the free throw line. 4:43 left to go. Matt Bradley by far tonight been the best player. He's got 20 points. After that, 8 points by Jaden Ledee, 7 each by Mensah and Butler. It's been the Matt Bradley show. So Vladislav Golden called in the blocking foul. And that's Golden's 4th. So Golden's got 4. Mensah's got 4. Yes, so it looks like there's a new NBA collective bargaining agreement for 7 years. So yeah, I just saw the article on it. Yeah, there's been like a lot of like false news out online, especially if you like been like looking at Twitter today for some of the sites because it's April Fool's Day. 4:43 remaining, still a good chunk of time remaining in this game. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. 2 free throws by Ugwak Arope for San Diego State. San Diego State trailed by 14 at one point in this game. Just a 68% free throw shooter this year. First one is good by Arope. 2-point game. Second shot by Arope, the pull winning one. No good, missed off the back rim. Offensive rebound, Matt Bradley. Matt Bradley has taken over this game. Bradley at the elbow. Bradley backs his way, moves on top over to Butler. Butler, 10 on the shot clock. Outside it goes Bradley, up fake Bradley. At the right wing, 5 on the shot clock. Bounce pass over to Arope, jumper, baseline for the tie. Oh, he hits it. Ooh, Guacarope, baby, as SDSU, where their fans go absolutely bonkers and they explode. 65-65 with 4:15 left to play. What a game, down by 14 points in the early stage of the second half. The Aztecs right there, jumper, low block, that is good. Giancarlo Rosado drills it down for 2 for FAU. 4 minutes even. Let's see if the Aztecs can respond. San Diego State has crushed it on the glass the last 5 minutes or so. Mensah with 4 personal fouls for SDSU. Golden's got 4 for FAU. 3 straight away. Missed rim short by San Diego State. The rebound controlled by John L. Davis of Florida Atlantic. Davis at the wing. 3:35 left to go. Sends it on top. They will slow it down for FAU. It's into the hands of Nick Boyd. Boyd at the edge of the midcourt logo. 3.5 left to play. Boyd towards his right, moves it out to the right corner. A double team at the right corner, able to shake that with Brian Greenlee. Dribbles up to the free throw circle. Hands it off to Martin. Martin, his pass deflected out of bounds with 2.9 in the shot clock. 3:14 left to play in action as we will take a media timeout on the floor. We get a ball game here. 1 possession game, 67-65. It'll be Florida Atlantic's basketball off an inbound when we get back. 3:14 left. Both of these teams, deep teams, coming down to the stretch. Going to be a great finish. Every single year, it seems like there's always at least one Final Four game that's close. Right down to, like, the last possession. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. San Diego State just turning the Jets on the glass. Like, this is a solid Florida Atlantic team, especially when it comes to defensive rebounding. Right now, Vladislav Golden with 4 personal fouls, and Matt Bradley, man. Matt Bradley playing his heart out tonight, doing everything that's possible. 20.6 rebounds. Top scorer, top rebounder for SDSU tonight. The reason why this game has been close for the Aztecs once again, because Matt Bradley is put on a show tonight. Yeah, me too, Braden. I hope so. I've yet to cover a buzzer beater in a tournament. It would be incredible to cover one. Yeah, no problem, Felix. Yeah, I'm about like an hour away from Cape Cod, so hoping to get down there in the summer. It's been an incredible game. If you guys are just tuning in, 14-point lead at the start of this second half for Florida Atlantic. They were up by 14 points. San Diego State outscoring FAU 32-27 in the second half. San Diego State getting to the free throw line, controlling the rebounds as of late. It's been a big key. Both teams with 3 timeouts in their pockets as well. Could come down to foul trouble. And Vladislav Golden in deep foul trouble right now for Florida Atlantic. He's picked up 4 personal fouls. Nathan Menso with 4 as well for SDSU. Everybody else playing with 3, 2, or 0 in this game. Elijah Martin, the top scorer for Florida Atlantic. He's got 24 points. He's got 3 personal fouls. Brandon Weatherspoon with 3 off the bench for FAU. For San Diego State, 3 personal fouls by Jaden Ledee. The star player, Matt Bradley, with just 1. So 20 points by Matt Bradley. Elijah Martin with 24 for FAU. It's been a battle between those 2 players today. What a game. 3:14 left to go. San Diego State with all the momentum right now. Able to flip a 14-point deficit into a briefly tied game a couple minutes ago. Now to a 2-point deficit for the Aztecs. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and feel free to join in for UConn against Miami later tonight. That link is posted in the chat, pinned to the chat. If you guys would like to come back for that one tonight, feel free to bookmark that stream beforehand. Here we go, back to action. Florida Atlantic will get the inbound in their front court. Lob, they bobbled it down low, and he stepped out of bounds at the turnover. Giancarlo Rosado stepped out of bounds off the bobble ball, and Florida Atlantic right now is just choking in this game. Ooh! Did he or did he not, according to the official? That's a tough camera angle right there. According to the official, he was out of bounds. 3 minutes left to go. Yeah, that camera angle is kind of out like a floor cam diagonal. Bounce pass, poor pass by San Diego State, results in a turnover. FAU 3-on-2 up the floor. No good, missed the open layup. Nick Boyd couldn't finish at the rim. It goes right back to the Aztecs. 2 times in this game, Florida Atlantic failed to finish a shot at the rim on an easy layup. Out in transition, missed jumper mid-range by SDSU. They got knocked down and fall though. This should be free throws coming up, and now they're in a double bonus. Depending on where the fall occurred on the floor. I believe it was on the rebound. I believe this was on the rebound, but either way, they're now in a double bonus. That is number 10 picked up by FAU. So this will be Micah Parrish. 2 shots at the free throw line, and this game could very well come down to free throws. San Diego State 12 for 18 tonight, just 66.7% at the Cherry Stripe. Florida Atlantic 14 for 19 at just under 74%. First free throw, Parrish, he missed it. Both of these teams struggling lately with free throws in the second half after a great start to this game. Yohaz, thanks so much for joining in. What a game. Hey, appreciate it, G-Money. What a game here. We got 2:36 left. If you guys are doing a stream, we got 700 plus watching. Spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Second free throw for San Diego State. No good, missed off the back rim. Tipped up in the rebound, controlled by Martin of Florida Atlantic. 0 for 2, they went empty for a chance to tie. FAU will slow it down. A blown layup by Florida Atlantic on the last possession. We'll see what they do here. 2:20 left to play. Boyd gives it out to the left corner to Martin. Martin launches the 3. Martin missed off the back ring. Golden offensive rebound. Strong offensive rebound by Golden. Oh, he gave it away. It's a turnover. Golden moved the ball to the wrong player. Bradley attacks. Bradley, no good. He got fouled. Matt Bradley, 2 free throws coming up with 2:05 remaining. What a game. Just mental mistakes by both of these teams. Who's going to want it more? That's what it's going to come down to. Bradley couldn't finish on the and one chance, but he's been tremendous tonight at the Charity Stripe. 6 for 7, and he'll shoot 2 coming up. 20 points by Matt Bradley. A bad turnover by Vladislav Golden. He was down low. He tried to kick it back outside. 2:05 left to go. And the pressure is on right now, and Bradley missed the first free throw. Nobody can seize control of this game. What an ugly ending to this game. Turnovers, missed layups. 2:05 remaining. Who wants it more? Who can step up and be clutch in a big moment? Bradley, free throw number 2 coming up. Bradley, got it. Right down the middle, 1-point game. 2:05 left to play. 3 timeouts for both of these teams. Florida Atlantic has to settle in. FAU 35-3. 2 minutes left to go. Need to settle in if they want to move on to the national championship on Monday. John L. Davis attacks inside the paint. Missed the open layup. He got fouled though. Or where's the fall? Oh, it's going to be offensive. Offensive foul picked up by Florida Atlantic. A turnover by the Owls as it goes right back to San Diego State. That's on Nick Boyd. Nick Boyd, illegal screen. Try to move a player, bulldoze Matt Bradley around the free throw circle, and Boyd cleared a pathway for Davis to try to see if he could score at the rim. That's now 7 turnovers in the second half by FAU, just 2 by San Diego State. Hand off to Mensah. Mensah with 4 personal fouls. Gives it over to Trammell. Trammell stuffed inside the key. Trammell. Oh, he's caught in the travel. Darian Trammell travels with a basketball. 1:34 left to go. Mental mistakes. Mental mistakes all over the place right now. This does not look like Final Four basketball. Mental mistakes all over the place in this game. 1:34 remaining. Both of these teams turnover city. Here we go. 1:30 left to play. Florida Atlantic with an inbound. They cross midcourt with Nick Boyd. Boyd puts the ball at the wing into the hands to Greenlee. Bounce past top of the free throw circle. Davis. Davis attacks the rim, puts it up, and he got fouled. 2 free throws coming up at the line for John L. Davis with 1:20 left to play. Davis with just 6 points tonight. 10 total turnovers by Florida Atlantic. They've turned it over 7 times, though, in the second half. 8 total turnovers by San Diego State. They've turned it over 3 times in the second half. A lot of turnovers in the previous 3 minutes. John L. Davis, 85% free throw shooter. First one's good. King Markey, Josh, Daniel, Mr. Summer Obe. Welcome to the stream, everybody. If you guys enjoy the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Phenomenal finish we are down to if somebody can execute down the stretch. It's been tough as of late. Second free throw coming up by Davis. Right down the middle. Make sure to tune in for UConn against Miami. Later tonight after this one, the link is posted out in the chat. 1:20 left to play. 3-point lead for Florida Atlantic. Here we go. San Diego State with a possession. Darian Trammell, edge of the midcourt logo. Bounce pass over to Ledee. Ledee at the free throw circle. Dribbles up inside the key. Targets Golden. Puts it up over Golden and scores up and in off the backboard. Jayna Ledee draws win and 1 for San Diego State. 1 minute left to play. Florida Atlantic will burn a timeout. 57.4 left remaining. Down to 2 timeouts for FAU. San Diego State with 3. Could come down to missed free throws at the very end. Looks certainly that way right now. San Diego State just 13 for 22 at the free throw line. 59%. That ain't gonna win you much, especially in March when you shoot that terrible at the free throw line at 59% by the Aztecs tonight. Florida Atlantic much better. 16 for 21 at 76% at the free throw line. It'll be Florida Atlantic possession. 57 seconds left to go after the timeouts. Elijah Martin, the top scorer, 24 points, 12 points by Nick Boyd. John L. Davis, 2 clutch free throws he made. He's got 8 tonight. And then San Diego State, 21 points by Matt Bradley, carrying this team. He's 7 for 9 at the free throw line. And then 10 points by Jayna Ledee. Ledee with a big bucket over Vladislav Golden. Quick update in the foul trouble right now. Vladislav Golden and Elijah Martin, both with 4 personal fouls for Florida Atlantic. And then Nathan Mensah with 4 for San Diego State. So that is what the personal foul numbers look like right now at this moment. What a game. Buffalo Fireside Chats, welcome in. Edward, Jonathan, Shout out large amounts. Welcome on the stream. If you guys enjoy the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover both college basketball, also NBA games, so feel free to tune in for future live streams here, and I'll be back later tonight covering UConn against Miami. Yup, looking like it could very well be a buzzer beater in this game. So we have 57 seconds left. Yeah, I actually don't take energy drinks. Yeah, I actually don't. A lot of it's just fluids. Villanelle, Ellie, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining in. Hit us up in the chat. Who you guys like in this one here? FAU or SDSU? Here we go. 57 seconds left. It'll be Florida Atlantic inbound once we get back from the timeouts. You guys, the legends. Brian, appreciate it for joining in. Laker Dave on the stream, welcome aboard. Tony, welcome in. Yeah, it's been an amazing tournament. Like out of the tournaments that I've covered in the past, this one, like hands down, has been the best. Incredible. Elijah Martin, 17 points in the second half. He has got 24 points. The top scorer in the game for Florida Atlantic. Matt Bradley with 21 for San Diego State. Just put his team on his back, kept them right in this game. They were down by 14 points at one point in the early stage of half number 2 for SDSU. Both teams with 10 total personal fouls, so both teams in the double bonus. 3 timeouts remaining by San Diego State, 2 by Florida Atlantic. This will be Florida Atlantic basketball with 57.8 seconds left. My favorite NBA team is the Celtics. If you guys didn't know, my college team is Providence that I root for. I'm like 20 minutes away from Providence. I'm from Southeast Mass. We got back to action. 50 seconds left to go. Florida Atlantic with the basketball. Driving baseline. Backdoor. Got the layup. It's good. Elijah Martin, baby. What a game he has had. He's up to another big bucket as he's got 26. San Diego State will take the timeout. 41.7 seconds left to go. Elijah Martin. Wow, that's a strong layup as he scores reverse. Backdoor layup with 41.7 seconds left. We take the timeouts. Amazing by Martin. 26 points. 7 for 13 from the floor. Man, as he put his team on his back or what tonight? Incredible game. Yes. Everybody here, no matter... we're accepted. We accept everybody on the channel, no matter who you are. So, yeah, all are welcome to join in on these streams. So it ain't done just yet. San Diego State down by 3, 41.7 seconds left to go. They will get the inbound coming up out of the timeouts. That was, man, just an absolute amazing layup. Backdoor there by Elijah Martin. Incredible. Just so many pieces in this Florida Atlantic squad that could come at you and put the ball into the bucket. San Diego State with a one shining moment sign. They're going to need the one shining moment in this game to have an opportunity. Color Guy, thanks so much for joining in with a sub. Appreciate it, bud. Here we go. Inbounds. Goes over to Parrish. 40 seconds left to go. San Diego State with a possession. Ladie, jumper, mid-range, Ladie. Oh, he hits it. Jaden Ladie, 15-footer straight away. It's good for 2 with 36.2 seconds. That is a big-time shot there. Contested. Hand in the face over Vladislav Golden. Jaden Ladie gets the bounce off the rim for 2 in a 1-point game. Timeout on the floor. San Diego State burns another timeout. They're down to 1. They'll talk things over for what they come up game plan here defensively. What a game. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. This is going to be an instant classic, I'm feeling like, for the finish. 36, just above 36 seconds left. 36.2 they have in the clock. 36.2 seconds it will be. Florida Atlantic basketball leading by 1. One timeout for San Diego State, 2 timeouts for Florida Atlantic. Inbound for Florida Atlantic, they'll have to go the distance of the floor. Inbound goes to Brian Greenlee. 35 seconds left. There's a 6-second differential between shot clock and game clock, so they can take this down to approximately just above 6 seconds. At the edge of the midcourt logo for FAU. They got 2 timeouts remaining as well. Brian Greenlee, 17.5. They'll burn one right there. 17.5 seconds left to go. Dusty May and Florida Atlantic will talk things over with 11 on the shot clock and 17.5 seconds left to play. It'll be a quick timeout, I believe, a 30-second one. An incredible game. You guys, the legends here in the stream, appreciate you guys for joining in. Feel free to join back in for Miami against UConn. I got that link posted into the chat if you guys would like to come on board for that one. No spoilers in the chat as well. This is about a 30-second delay on YouTube, though I'm getting the game pretty fast because it's from CBS today, so it's not through my internet provider, which is usually I think 10 or 15 seconds usually after the actual game feed comes out. But we have 17.5 seconds left to go. It'll be Florida Atlantic inbounds, up by 1 for the Owls, and a 6-second differential between shot clock and game clock approximately. 17.5 on the game clock, 11 seconds on the shot clock. Here we go. Inbound, far side of the floor, John L. Davis, the inbound passer. And Florida Atlantic could not get anybody open, so they will have to burn their timeouts. 17.5 seconds left to go. They will burn their timeout for FAU. Hey, thanks so much, Alan. Appreciate it. Natasha, welcome to the stream. Thanks all for joining in today. Shout out Large Amounts going for his prediction here. 17 seconds will be played out in 5 real minutes. Certainly possible. Yep. Yeah, we've seen games I think the last minute of some of the games this year is taking an hour. It's crazy. 17.5 seconds left. There'll be 11 seconds on the shot clock. Florida Atlantic just burned their final timeout, so San Diego State an opportunity to set up a trap, see if they can force a tie-up or something here. San Diego State with 1 timeout remaining, so this inbound is absolutely critical. Here's the thing, FAU's been great at the free throw line, 16 for 21 on free throws. San Diego State tonight, not so, just 13 for 22 at 59% at the free throw line, whereas Florida Atlantic's shot above 76% at the free throw line. So here we go, 17.5 seconds left to play. Florida Atlantic will get the inbound. Far side of the floor, they will get the inbound here. Rosado Davis, Elijah Martin been the stud on the floor tonight with 26. The inbound passer will be Brian Greenlee. Their big man Vladislav Golden is not on the floor. Inbound goes to Martin. 15 seconds left. Martin, hand off to Davis. Davis with 8. Davis attacks the paint. Puts it up. No good off the glass. Rebound San Diego State. They get the timeout. 6 seconds left to go. SDSU with a burn one. Butler at the baseline. 2 seconds. Butler 1 second. Jumper for the win. Oh, he hits it. Lamar Butler. Bang, bang does it. The Aztecs to the national championship on Monday, baby. What a game. Final ball game. Lamar Butler rises for the J, delivers for the deep 2. Boom, boom, and it's over. Down by 14. Heartbreak City, baby. This is the Final Four. Boom, it's final. What a game. 1 timeout to burn. They did not burn one, and it worked out in the favor of San Diego State. Deep 2 jumper rising for number 5. Butler swoosh. Does it. And wins the game. What a game. Incredible. Oh my goodness. Lamont Butler shipping the Aztecs to play on Monday night in the national championship game. 30 victories in the pandemic year of 2020, right before the 2020 tournament got canceled. San Diego State, Redemption City, baby, down by 14 points, completes an improbable comeback and wins it at the buzzer. What an incredible tournament. Heartbreak for FAU. Gonna feel it for FAU, man. 35 wins entering tonight. And one shot away from taking this one. Lamont Butler, the hero. Incredible. Lamont Butler, what a game for San Diego State as it goes final. 72-71. Buzzer beater in the ages. Right there for that one. Thanks all for joining in, being a part on the stream. Wrapping up the call of this game. Wow. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Make sure to join back for Miami versus UConn coming up in a little bit from now, probably past the 9 o'clock hour. Before you do sign off, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell, as well as San Diego State on a buzzer beater deep 2 jumper by Lamont Butler going to the national championship game on Monday night. Make sure to join my call for that one as well. Thanks all for joining in, everybody. We're going to wrap up to the channel members at the end of the stream. All channel members get a shout out. We got Jason, Rajip, Russell, Oreo Pudding, Bradley, Sister Surround, Braden, Mario, Bino, Mark, John, Kenneth, Tristan, Jess, Ahino Joseph, Vegas, SG Sports Talk, Derek, Michael, Warren, I Am Ghost, Kelly, Asia, Laszlo, Joe, Roderick, Reynaldo, Didi, Katie, Barco, Siegel, Woopig, Ian, Oink Oink, Emmanuel, and Robin. Thanks all for joining in. Make sure to join back in for UConn versus Miami a little bit later tonight for game number 2 of the Final Four. What a game. Buzzer beater to close it out for San Diego State as they win 72-71 the final score. Thanks all for joining in. See you guys later tonight.